Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Obviously, as you can see, we're not in the funhouse today. I'm out of town, out in Arizona for a friend's birthday. But before I get started on that little adventure, I had to talk to you guys because it's what I do. So, as you can tell by the thumbnail, has George Lucas dissed Rey? Sounds a little odd. I know a few folks in the pop culture community who seem to think that George Lucas fully supports Kathleen Kennedy and every creative decision she's done. Really? Because we've seen little subtle, some would say, digs at Kathleen Kennedy throughout the Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian, the appearance of Luke Skywalker being one of them. Wasn't really a dig, that was a punch, but just my opinion. And we came across another one, and I came across this while looking at one of the videos from that Star Wars girl. Now, Anna and I disagree on where the sequel trilogy is going to be and whatnot, and I'd love to have that chat with you, Anna. So if you're watching, and I know you are, let's talk. We'll make this happen. But this comes from a book, The Art of the Mandalorian Season 2, where Dave Filoni is talking with George Lucas himself. And this is a very interesting thing because I love that the fact that George is still being consulted in the projects with John and Dave, as opposed to the sequel trilogy where they took the treatment of George's sequel and just went, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So, in part of the story, Dave was talking to George about his concerns with Grogu. And the quote is, I had a talk with George at one point about the child. His main concern was that the child has to have the proper amount of training. Okay. Training to become a Jedi, or even training to become a Sith, is vital to the entire story of Star Wars. We see this from the prequel trilogy. We see Qui-Gon Jinn, who was trained by Count Dooku, who was trained by Yoda. Qui-Gon Jinn trains Obi-Wan Kenobi, who trains Anakin Skywalker, who trains Ahsoka Tano. Even Palpatine had training from Darth Plagueis, and so on and so forth, to going all the way back to the Rakata. There was training involved to becoming a Jedi, and even we go as far as, Yoda trained Luke. We don't know how long that training was. In Empire Strikes Back, they're going from the Anoad system to Bespin. They're not traveling at light speed, so obviously it's going to take some time. So Luke got some pretty intense training from Yoda. And now Luke has begun to train Grogu, who had some training as a youngling at the Jedi Temple. Now contrast to that with the sequel trilogy of Rey, who thought the Force was just some kind of myth. The Jedi were a myth. Never held a lightsaber. But all of a sudden, with no training, she can pull off a Jedi mind trick. She can best, in a lightsaber duel, someone who has been trained since the age of 10. She does it rather easily. Even, and I hate to invoke the sequel trilogy, at the end of Force Awakens, when Snoke says to General Hux, bring Kylo Ren to me, it's time to complete his training. So, this thing with training and how in the sequel trilogy, Rey had no training. None. Kind of flies in the face that George didn't like the direction Kathleen Kennedy took in her story arc for the main protagonist of the story. Now again, there's a lot of folks out there who think that all roads are going to lead to the sequels, and that's fine. You can be wrong. That's completely fine. And for that, I'm also going to, and what I said with Anna, Star Wars Girl, I'm going to leave a link to her video down below in the description. There's another thing I came across from another channel called Lorestar, who provides an interesting theory as well. And I'm going to link that down below as well. And I think you should all really check that out because it might open your mind up a little bit here. But hey, that's my thought. Do I think George sent a little subtle dig to Kathleen Kennedy? I think so. If you agree, cool. Let me know down below in the comments. Also, if you don't agree with me, let me know down in the comments. Again, we got, at the time of recording this video, we're at 72 subs. 72, still got some work to do, guys. We got till the 25th to get to 90 to 100. I'll be going out to a con that weekend, and if we can get there, I got something special for you guys, all lined up. It's gonna happen. So again, subscribe, smash that like button, drop a comment, ring that bell, share this video. The more we share it, the more I see it, the more this thing builds. We're going to have a great time, guys. So again, I need to head out because I got stuff to do, but I want to tell all you guys, have a great weekend. Always have fun. Hashtag keep talking, and always keep that smile on your face. Toodaloo!